What's up, guys? Back here working on this K-Swap Porsche again. I did get some more parts from the guy. I had him order a whole bunch of stuff, so I got all these boxes over here. I need to go through and kind of see what we got. He said that there's a few things outstanding that we haven't received yet. Obviously, there's a ton more parts I need to order as well, but at least I have somewhere to start. And I added another light in my garage right there, so I can actually like kind of see up there because it was always really, really dark. I need to get another one back here because I've got this under hood light, which it's helpful, but I need to put another one, but that's for another day. For the moment, let's start unboxing these, see what we got, and then kind of mess around with it. All right, guys, one of the things I had him pick up was a new oil pan. So we got this, so this is the Skunk 2, like the oil pan that they make, which this one has like trapdoor setups and it's baffled, and you can see it's like all these compartments and stuff. Tons of way to drain it, as well as like run oil into it for return, all that stuff. This should work pretty good. It's obviously much flatter than what we had. It has a little bit of an angle to it, but I think we'll be okay because it's much less extreme than what we have going on right now. This setup is for like a gangster lean engine, which is basically what this would be if it was in a Civic, because it's more straight than it is lean back. So I think this is gonna work. It's a really deep pan. This is gonna take a lot of oil. It may not help with ground clearance issues, I will say, because it is pretty big, but I think for oiling wise, I think it is gonna help with that. So I think this is gonna work. We won't know until we put it on, but at the moment, I'm feeling pretty good about it. You know, it came with all these other stuff too. It's kind of like all your bolts and all that stuff and all their little plugs. So we should be good, guys, hopefully. A few more little things we got. We got fittings for the oil return, oil feed, all that stuff. We got new plugs because you got the wrong ones last time. We did get the air-to-water intercooler, which I think this is gonna work. Obviously, we're gonna have to do some fuckery to kind of get it to sit back there, but I think it physically fits in that area. We're just gonna have to mess around to try to get it exactly the way I want it so the piping will work, but at the moment, I think it's gonna work. And then also, we got, I got a whole intercooler pipe kit so we can start making some of the intercooler pipes, a bunch of different bends, all that stuff. I went with 3-inch since we're going with 3-inch air-to-water intercooler, and he's got that huge throttle body for that stuff, so we should be able to make that work. We got a couple more boxes to open, and then maybe we'll play with the car. Okay, so we got a universal piping kit. I actually forgot this piping is actually it's actually stainless exhaust. I grabbed it thinking it was the intercooler piping. It's not. That's exhaust. We got a bunch of universal couplers for this. We got universal bends and all that stuff for here. Same thing with here. Tons of bends. We can make something work out of that. We got some bunch of 6AN lines, or no, 10AN. No, this is 10AN line, that's right. So I got that for the oil return and then also for the catch can. So yeah, we've actually got some stuff that I can kind of, maybe do something. Still waiting on a few parts, but I think at the moment, yeah, we might be able to, I don't know, get something done. Okay, so I was trying to put this oil pan on that engine and it just was not lining up. So I pulled out a block that I have to see what the hell's going on. And this thing is just absolutely warped to shit. Like, it is not straight. Some of the bolt holes, like, they're pretty close on the bolt holes, I'll say. Like, you can kind of see, like, they're lining up in a couple spots. But the problem is if you get one to line up, or get a few of them to line up, then the other ones don't quite line up. You can see that one's off a little bit. And it's like, I don't know if they just didn't drill the holes right, if it got messed up when it got warped. I don't know.
I don't think this oil pan's gonna work. I think it's just junk. I think we need to get a different one. Like, I don't know if we can get the same one or a different brand. I don't know. Junk 2, here we are. This is the reason I got that name. Okay, so for the moment, I'm giving up on our oil pan situation. Gonna move on. We're gonna return this one. I talked to him on the phone. We're gonna return this one. We're gonna get another oil pan. I'm gonna try a different one and see if maybe that works. We're gonna have to order one. I don't know. We'll wait. At the moment, I'm kind of messing around with some other stuff. So I put another fitting in here because we got the right fitting for the oil feed line. I put a filter on here, and then I ran this oil feed line up here. So now the next thing I need to do is I need to clock this turbo so the oil return and the feed are going the correct direction. And then I can start building a return line for the turbo. And then I can kind of, at that point, then if I know where that's at, then I can kind of start messing with this downpipe. And yeah, I think it's a good plan. We're gonna start with that. Okay, I got the oil feed situation figured out. I took the turbo off. I actually went through and I tightened this down. I tightened all the bolts on the exhaust housing. That way, center housing is clocked exactly the way I need it. I put all the fittings in there. He actually wants to run water cooled in this one, so I put those fittings in there. We'll figure that out another day, but I at least got this situated. This is still, I can still move this to figure out where I'm gonna put that, but that part's figured out. So now I just need to do that return line. I did put the VTEC solenoid on. That way I kind of knew where that was gonna sit, obviously. And yeah, so on to, I think, the return line. And I've actually got some spark plugs. I might throw the plugs in there just because I have them. Gap those up. Yeah, let's move on. All right, so this is what I came up with for the oil return. But I realized that I've got to take the turbo back off because the ends of the fitting actually hit the bolts for the return. So I got to take it off, unbolt the return fitting, put this on, then bolt it back down. Just so stupid, but good thing I didn't actually fully bolt the turbo down. So let's take it back off. Okay, so you can kind of see what the problem was. I ended up actually having to grind these down. So I put this on to this flange. I had to grind those down, and then I was able to put the bolts in because the bolts are way too close to this. I think even if I had some button head bolts, it might have cleared a little bit better, but this is what I had with it, so whatever. That's what we're doing. It works. Now we can put the turbo on and make sure the line fits. I think it will, so let's try it. All right, well, that worked. Now, I think I might start messing around with the downpipe a little bit. I don't think I'm gonna go too far with it because I don't have a muffler or anything else, but at least like to figure out, this angle, kind of get it down into there. Because I don't know if I'm gonna go this way, I don't know if I'm gonna go that way. I just know for sure it's gotta come down. So I'll at least get some sort of a 90 on there to kind of get that kind of tucked up in there. And then I'll kind of figure it out from there. Okay, so I cut this section down to kind of get the idea where it's gonna go. So you can kind of see it's gonna go down in there. I'm not completely sold on how I'm gonna do it. And honestly, I need to talk to him to see if he wants this thing like really loud or if he wants it kind of quiet. I don't know. That, and if he had any ideas on how he wants the exhaust. Like, I've got ideas that I could do, but it's his car, so I'll see what he wants to do. Like, my idea at the moment, I'm thinking, is if I run the downpipe down here, run it over, run it through here, around, into the bumper, then run some sort of muffler, maybe even two, maybe like a resonator or a muffler or something like that, and then have it exit out this side, would be kind of what makes sense to me. But if he wants it louder, we could straight pipe it. If he wants it quieter, I could try and add in, a better resonator or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I think at the moment, yeah, we're gonna hold on that. So I think I might start trying to mock up this water pump since I need to figure that situation out. So let's get that out of the box, kind of get it on there and see what we got going on. Okay, I'm kind of sort of getting this. It's very, very confusing trying to follow their instructions, but basically you got 3 short bolts and they go here, here, and there. And then you got one that's also short right here, but it's a 25 mil versus the 20 mil like these ones. And then you've got 2 longer 40 mils that go through here to hold this bracket on. Now, the next part is where things get interesting because they want you to drill the holes out. You gotta drill all 3 of these holes out to 7/16, I guess, because for whatever reason they upgraded the hardware. I don't really know why they needed to do that, but they did. So it'll end up bolting here, and then those two bolt holes. So I gotta drill the alternator out, and then I can mount it on there. I also need to swap out the pulley, because they give you a different one. So yeah, let's drill this out. So I got the holes drilled out, and I got this pulley off, and I gotta tell you guys, I have no idea why they send you a new one, because these things look exactly the same. Like, even like the offset's the same, this overall diameter is the same. I have no idea, but they gave me one, so I guess I'm gonna put it on. I don't know, fucking weird. Okay, I lied. Turns out there is a difference. You can see right there, it actually was rubbing. I put this one on there, and you couldn't even turn the alternator. So I guess we have to use this one. This must be for like a different alternator that I don't have here or something. I don't know, but I think this one's gonna work just fine. We're gonna hose this thing off, or well, air it out, I guess. Then we're gonna throw it on and make sure that everything works. All right, guys, I got the alternator on there and kind of see how it's all set up. Like I said, you know, that pulley worked just fine. It was kind of a tricky bitch to get this thing tensioned just right, because it basically have to keep this loose while you tighten the other piece, and then you have to kind of work them back and forth, because if you tighten that one before you tighten this one, and this one's really loose, then it increases the tension. So you got to kind of watch out for that. But otherwise, it fits pretty good. I did end up having to drill these two out a little bit further than what they said, because it didn't quite line up, but it does line up now. So that's a plus. I'm still trying to figure out exactly how all of this is gonna work, because obviously we've got a lot of coolant lines that need to be hooked up. So yeah, I need to do some research. Well, guys, I think that's a good place to end this one. Obviously it doesn't seem like I got a lot done, because it kind of looks the same, but you know, forward progress is still progress. Obviously, we got those oil lines done, we got the water pump on there, and yeah, there's a lot more to do. Obviously, I need to figure out how to run these coolant lines. That's kind of a big thing that I'm not really sure about yet, because there's no thermostat that I've seen, so I might have to get some sort of inline thermostat and figure out how to do that. I also need to mount the electric pump, figure out where I'm going to do that, and then figure out how I'm going to get the coolant from the rear of the car all the way to the front of the car. There's a lot of things. A lot of things need to happen before we get there. Obviously, I need the intake manifold back on there, because I don't know how I'm going to run things around there and all that stuff. I'm still waiting to hear back from him, so I can figure out the exhaust situation. Once I get an answer on that, then I can go further with that. I suppose maybe next time I might mess with the intercooler a little bit and see if I can run the piping, at least from the turbo to the intercooler. Obviously, I won't know exactly where it's going to go in the intake manifold until that comes back, so it's a lot of waiting on parts. But we're still, it's kind of, it feels good. There's actually some boxes that I emptied out. Got to throw some trash away. Got some stuff on the engine. We're feeling good. But, yeah, I think that's going to be it. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment, do all the things. Peace out.